Hi, my name is Matthew. Welcome to this channel where we talk about the maritime industry and my experience working in the Merchant Navy. So a lot has happened since my last video. I actually went to work on a charity ship called Logos Hope, where I volunteered as the third mate for over a year. Anyways, really great experience, life-changing. But since then, I've come to the UK, where I'm now, back in South Shields, where I'm studying for my chief mate's license. Now I just thought I might as well talk a bit about it. I didn't really know what to expect before coming here a few months ago, but I thought, yeah, it's great to just share my experience so that if you're thinking about doing chief mate's license, you can kind of get an idea of what to expect. So I would say from start to finish, you can expect about 6 months and probably no less, if anything, a bit more. It all just depends on whether you pass the exams and waiting lists for your exam dates. But anyways, around 6 months of just intensity. I started in January, just a few months ago, and basically the first thing you'll do is your 10-week SQA prep course. Now you have 2 SQA exams, that's navigation and stability. So you'll have 10 weeks where you're just intense studying for these 2 exams. Basically, these 10 weeks, they take over your life. You had a life before those 10 weeks. During those 10 weeks, no more life. You're in SQA land, and it's a very gloomy and dreary place to be. But anyways, in saying that, it's also a very interesting course. You go into depth into navigation and stability and structure, where you're going really into depth and getting a way deeper understanding than you would have in the Officer of the Watch. I think that's kind of like the main difference between Officer of the Watch and Chief Mates. You're kind of doing the same things like CellNav and stability calculations. It's kind of the same, but you're going more into depth. Rather than just doing calculations and accepting it, you're now actually understanding it, and you're going into depth into the regulations, the criteria, all sorts. So it's actually, you come out of it really feeling like you have a better understanding about everything. So anyways, you do these 10 weeks, you do your 2 SQA exams, very intense, very stressful. But anyways, so after your SQA exams, you have a few short courses to do, and that includes medical care on board ships, NAEST management, and helm management. So the Medicare, that's really like, it's a step up from first aid. You're now medical care, so it's caring for the patient, diagnosing, medication, using the ship captain's medical guide, using telemedical advice. You also learn some procedures like stitching, injections, catheters, things like that. NAEST management is basically all in the simulator. So you're doing navigation, collision avoidance. We did anchoring and search and rescue as well. Super interesting. I really like that course. Helm, I haven't done yet. I have it next week, but I'm guessing it's kind of leadership management, and we'll probably be looking at accident reports and what they could have done differently, how to be a good manager and a good leader on board ships. And last, once that's all over, you'll have your big oral exam left. A bit like the Officer of the Watch oral exam, this one's going to be online again. So a one-to-one with the examiner, and they can ask you anything really. It's going to be up to master level, up to 3,000 gross tons. So just be prepared. It's a little bit more than just chief mate. It's also going to masters. So depending on the college, it could be a 2-week prep course, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, but there's going to be a few weeks of preparation for that oral exam. And then it's basically just waiting to have a date. And once that's all done, you're finished, you're qualified. Congratulations, you're a chief mate. Now it's actually quite intense. It's a bit more intense than I expected this few months, but at the same time, it's actually really enjoyable. And I've loved just having a way deeper understanding. And to be honest, whether you pass or fail, at the end, you do feel like you've become a better person, and that's what matters. So I recommend it. Go for your chief mates, enjoy it, but definitely be prepared for hard work and start early. Just a lot of reading. It's going to be intense, but you'll enjoy it. Okay, hope that helped. Just a bit about what it's like to do your chief mates course. If you found it informative, that's great. Thanks for watching, and see you. Bye.